Hi DIYers, this is Frank at Alarm Grid. We're back in the video lab today working on the VISTA 21 IP, specifically the 6160 RF keypad. We're going to do some programming here. So what I'd like to start with is changing your installer code. Okay, so the installer code is star 20 field, and what I'd like to do is get us into programming and show you how to do that. So we still have our panel on the default installer code, which is 4112. So we're going to go ahead and enter 4112. 800. That'll put us into programming and will show us installer code 20 on the keypad. All right. So once you're already in this is actually the first field of programming when you enter. Just for our own due diligence, I usually like entering star and then the command to get into that field, although you technically already are in this field. So let's enter star 20. You'll see installer code 20 again. Now we can enter the new installer code. We'll go ahead. I'm just going to set it back to 4112 since this is our lab panel. We like keeping things default here. But you can set it to whatever 4-digit code you like. After you enter the 4-digit code, you do not have to hit star or anything else. It'll automatically take it, triple beep like it just did, and bounce to the next field, which is our quick arm field. That is how you would program your installer code on your VISTA panel. This will be the same thing on the VISTA 15P, 20P, and 21 IP. On any of these keypads, any 6160 alphanumeric keypad will show that same way. If you have a fixed English keypad, something like a 6150 or a 6150 RF or V model, it won't show you quite as much detail. It'll just show you a 20 on the screen, but you can technically change the installer code on those fixed English keypads by doing the same thing. It's just going to look a little bit differently on the keypad display. After you've changed your installer code, you can go ahead and hit star 99 to exit out of programming. Give the system a few seconds. It'll go back to disarm, ready to arm. And then you can test that installer code by trying to arm with it and disarm with it. Keep in mind that the installer code should never be used to arm and disarm your panel. Okay? Only for testing, really. The installer code cannot disarm any other code. So if you arm with your master code or any other sub-user code, you will not be able to disarm with the installer code. Okay? So that's for security reasons, so that your installer can't come in and disarm your panel. Since this is a DIY situation where you are probably your own installer, that's why you want to keep the installer code separate because of those programming settings. You really want to have your own master code, your own sub-user codes to arm and disarm, and your installer code is only to get you in and out of programming. Okay. So now that we have the installer code changed, we can move on to our other programming that we'll do here in a moment. But if you have any further questions on changing or managing your installer code, you can email us at support@alarmgrid.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.